think I need to turn that one off. Okay, it looks like that one's live. Personal Facebook is live. Let me cancel that one. All right. So I'm trying out a new format, y'all. And so kind of forgive me if I'm still trying to figure some stuff out. Um, I need to turn this one off. And so I'm trying to get my live stream on a different platform. And so I'm testing some things out. Uh, so I'm checking to make sure everything's live and running, uh, up and running as it were. And so just hold for a moment. Well, I think, do I need to start it here? I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. Anyway, um, while I get things sorted out and figured out, stay with me. I may be streaming from another. Well, okay, it looks like we're up and running on YouTube at least. I need to. I'm trying to make sure my Facebook is up and running because that's one of the ones that has been kind of problematic for me. Yeah, it's not showing. So anyway, we'll just talk to. I'll record this and post it later on Facebook. What's going on, y'all? Brian. I haven't been back. I haven't done one of these in a minute, just because I wanted to figure out exactly how I wanted to come to y'all or step to y'all. Um, the reality is, I want to make sure that when I jump on here and engage with people I want to help, um, I want to do it in a way that adds value to your daily lives and stuff like that. And I think one of the big problems is I don't have a public live stream on YouTube. Connect, go live. Okay, I already went live. Yeah, I'm trying to use the Meld Studio, and I'm trying to move away from like more paid ones like StreamYard or whatnot. And so, forgive me, I'm still trying to sort out some of the chat and some of the how some of this stuff works. And so, um, I really want to see how this actually is engaging and how this is actually connecting on a real level. But I had to change some stuff around because I can't afford to keep paying for all of these different streaming services. So this is just a test. All right. So today, what I think I want to discuss, um, and if you're seeing me, give me a sign. Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna just keep going here. Um, I'm building something. It's called the Media Room. And basically, it's to teach people video marketing. It's to teach business owners or people that have personal brands that they're trying to grow, or even content creators, how to start recording and how to get out there and get into a cadence and get into a rhythm of recording. And I have to teach you the basics. And I know a lot of people are hung up and stuck at the starting line. And so I'm doing this live stream to kind of engage and uh, have some real honest conversations because I know this isn't a comfortable place for most people. Recording themselves is not comfortable. Okay, it's just not a comfortable thing to do, especially if you've never been on camera before or anything along those lines. Um, and it's hard if you've never done it because it's awkward, especially if you are an introvert like I am. It's not a comfortable feeling. Like I spent hours on YouTube looking up videos on how to create faceless channels and everything. And at the end of the day, um, if I want to do business and help serve people, I have to show my face. Like in order to get people to want to engage with you in business, they got to be able to see who you are. Um, I know faceless YouTube is a big thing, but it's for a lot of people that are in like they may sell products, like merch and things along those lines. But services is a different thing. When I'm doing a service for you, it requires a level of trust, and you don't get that trust with a faceless YouTube channel. It just doesn't work. Either you have to create like one of those AI digital avatars, or maybe even some kind of cartoon or something along those lines where you actually have a face looking back at you and talking to you. And so I encourage y'all that just want to do this. Yes, you can do voiceover stuff, but you're still going to have to record something and have something to show people. Okay, and stock footage is not going to do it. So it's uncomfortable, and I've learned through constant growth that the only way to get better is to constantly lean into your discomfort zone. And you don't have to step all the way into it, but lean a little bit further every single time. Okay. If you're interested in getting started, I do have resources on my website. You can see my website down in the corner. And it should have it under free resources. There's one that's your first 75 video topics. I mean, that's really self-explanatory. And another download I have available on my website is the Good Enough Studio Audit. I don't believe in you needing all the fancy equipment to get started. A phone is sufficient. And I think more times than not, when you come on social media to learn how to start recording, that's one of the first things people start doing is selling you camera equipment and mics and all this other stuff. Your phone works. Use it. And it's an audit that helps you kind of audit all the stuff that you have and figure out a cohesive, a coherent strategy to leverage the stuff you already got. Okay? Cool. So this is kind of open-ended stream. And unfortunately, my chat feature isn't working, or I don't know. It's telling me I don't have an active stream on YouTube, but I can see the stream is active on YouTube. So if you got questions, drop them in the comments, and I will try to answer them as I can if the chat doesn't pop up, because the chat is not working right now. Okay? So here's the thing. Let's talk about the real reason you haven't started. Okay? The real reasons you're not recording yourself. It's not what you think. Okay? Most people, they think they haven't started because they don't have the right equipment. We just talked about this. Or they don't know what to say, or they're waiting until they feel ready. None of these is the real reason. The reason you're not recording yourself, the real reason, I'm trying to find a delicate way of saying this. Sometimes you have to get over you have to let your own ego go a little bit, because this is vulnerable. Staring into a camera is a very vulnerable feeling. Putting your face in front of potentially millions of people is a daunting thing, but you have to release some of your ego. A lot of the people that are going to jump in and criticize you, they will never, ever, ever do the same thing. They just exist to discourage you. Okay? It feels like standing in front of a jury, and you're the judge, and you're also the defendant and the audience at the same time. Plus, you're being judged, and it doesn't help. It makes you feel like you are jumping into the mind of your critics before you even encounter them, and it stops you at the starting line. Okay, and most people have decided how they feel about their video before they even record. Okay. There's a couple of different things that may be stopping people. There's a performance trap. You think you got to perform. You got to be on. You've watched polished YouTubers and professional speakers, and you're comparing your raw, unedited first attempt to something that they've done at least 10,000 times. They've been doing it 5-10 years. They got all this runway of experience in front of you. And it's not a fair fight. You're comparing your early efforts to somebody that's been doing this professionally for a long time. And you're not being fair to yourself. Okay? That's not the standard you need to meet. The standard you need to meet is, did I talk to the people I intended to talk to? Okay? Number 2, the permanence issue. Once it's posted, it's out there, and it feels heavy. But here's the truth. Nobody's really watching your first video. And if they are, they're not really judging your first video. And they're not watching it as closely as you are. Audience ain't waiting to judge you. Most of them are really super busy with their own stuff. If your video catches their attention, that's a good thing. But more times than not, people are neutral. The only people that are, and this is the tough part about recording a lot of times. The people that are negative are more likely to engage. But the people that really find value in what you're saying, they will not say anything. until they see you or they can interact with you, or it may take a couple of times. So it's a challenging, daunting thing. But understand that once it's out there, it's out there. A lot of times people aren't going to see your first video. The only person that's going to stick with is you. And it's about getting the repetitions in. Okay. 3, the not ready yet loop. And this is the dangerous one because you really do feel like you're doing something. Not ready yet feels responsible. Feels like you're being careful. But reality is just fear with a good sounding excuse. Okay? There's no version of ready that comes before you start. Ready comes from doing it, the thing. That's the only way you get better, by doing the thing. And unfortunately, a lot of people hesitate on doing the thing. They think that they're going to YouTube video, watch videos, or ebook their way into preparedness. And they never start the thing. And you're just stuck there. And reading about the thing that you want to do really does feel productive. Watching a video about the thing you want to do feels really super productive. It is not. It's not. It's just hesitation. Okay? Here's the thing. On your first videos, you're not trying to go viral. You're not trying to win an award. You're trying to have a conversation with a specific person. At early stage, you're trying to get your reps in so that you feel more confident and comfortable in front of the camera. Okay? Focus on having that conversation with that one person who has a problem that you can solve. That's it. All right? If you can talk directly to the person on the phone, you can record a video. The camera is just a phone call, but nobody's on the other end yet. All right? So really laser in on that one person that you want to solve a problem for and talk directly to them. And talk to them as you would in real life. Okay? Next thing. There's about 5 things that business owners get wrong about video marketing. Okay? And I want to touch base on them real quick. And I know I'm doing this back to back to back, but I have a lot to say and not a lot of time to say it. Okay? So before I talk about how to do it right, I want to clear out some of the noise because there's a lot of really terrible advice out there about video marketing. And most of it is designed for people who want to be influencers, not people who want to run a business, not people who want to make a business out of content. It's really strictly influencer kind of thing. And unfortunately, it only gives one side of the story. It only tells you one thing to do. Okay? So we're going to go into these 5 things and hopefully you guys get some value out of it. All right? Cool. All right. Before we talk about how to do this right, I want to clear out the noise. And so this is kind of what this first segment is. Misconception 1. You need professional equipment to get started. We talked about that earlier. You need audio people can understand and a frame that's not blurry. And that's it. And more times than not, your phone checks off both of those. Okay? A phone on a stack of books in front of a window has produced content that's generated real money. The equipment you upgrade when the money starts coming in, not before. And it's definitely not a requirement to get started. You don't need professional equipment. Number 2, more views equals more clients. More views, specifically if you're paying for ads somewhere. If you are paying for ads, the position you find yourself in is if you go viral, if you have a huge base and that first video goes viral, more times than not, it's going to send your content to a bunch of people that will not buy from you. And then that's it, signal back to the social media platform that you're using that your audience is this big, huge group of people, but they really don't buy from you. And so it's giving incorrect data to the social media platform that whatever you're streaming on. Okay. Views are vanity. Clients are the goal. A video of 47 views that speaks directly to the right person will outperform a video of 47,000 views that kind of is broad and speaks to everyone. The business owner who gets this right has that small aligned audience that buys is going to wipe the floor with somebody who goes viral. It's just not going to work. The person that chases views and has a large unaligned audience, like you're just going to beat them every single time. Okay? So don't chase the views. That's not as important as getting the connecting with the right people. That makes sense to you. Because everything you see in social media world when it comes to making video and recording video is about that viral hit video. And you see a lot of people who, and they're not wrong to talk about it. A lot of them will talk about how one viral video changed their life and whatnot. And that's great and everything. That is the outlier, not the norm. Okay? Misconception number 3, you have to post every single day. Yeah, consistency beats frequency every single time. Okay? So one video a week that's focused and useful will outperform 7 or 8 videos that are just scattered and all over the place. Okay? Algorithm rewards watch time and engagement, not volume. And that's a change that they made specifically on YouTube. They care more about how long people watch your video as opposed to how many people watch your video. Because, and this is the dirty part of the game, the longer people watch the video, the more ads YouTube can sneak in there. Okay? Just what it is. So the algorithm rewards that watch time. Okay? Your audience rewards reliability and not just noise. And so if you're doing, posting a video every single day and all of them are low quality videos, you're best stepping it back to maybe once a week and deliver one high quality transformative video. Number 4, you need to be entertaining. You need to be useful. Entertainment is for entertainers. And sometimes you can be useful and entertaining, but business owners need to be clear, specific, and helpful. If someone watches your video and walks away with something they can actually use, that's a win. That is what builds trust. That's what converts. Okay? You don't need to be the greatest showman or showwoman on the planet to do that. Okay? And here's the last one. Misconception number 5. Results happen fast. They do not. The average YouTube channel takes about 6 to 12 months of consistent posting before it gets to gain traction. Social media is the same. Okay? Specifically on if you're using Facebook, and you can get an audience through Facebook, you can get an audience from LinkedIn and stuff like that. People are not opening their Facebook to buy from you. They can, and they may in the future, but they don't open Facebook explicitly to buy from you unless you are on Marketplace or something along those lines. But they don't have that expectation to buy from you immediately. And so as a result, you need to show up consistently with stuff that they find valuable or helpful. And then they'll reach out to you. Or if you leave a way for them to contact you, they can contact you if they really do need, if they want to take the engagement a little bit further. Okay? But it takes time. I've seen YouTubers that blow up off of 1 or 2 videos. Again, these are outliers. And sometimes they don't even know what made their first video explode. And they'll spend their entire career posting online, chasing that first viral video, and they'll never catch it. Okay? So, the people who quit at month 3 never find out what happened at month 6. The one who stay around win by default because that's all who's left is the people that stuck around. Okay. So we don't play the influencer game here in the media room. You're a business owner. We play the business game. The rules are different and the rewards are better. All right. And even if you do the influencer game, the influencers that are absolutely crushing it are the ones that have a business model behind what they're doing. Okay. All right. Let's talk about how you get started right now. And so we're going to talk about how to record your first business video, even if you hate being on camera, right? So this is enough about what not to do. Let's talk about what you actually need to do. And I'm going to give you 3 techniques that you can use today, not next week, today. Okay. First things first. The first technique I'm going to give you is the 1 question video. Okay. I want you to think about the 1 question your clients ask you most before they decide to hire or buy from you. Not a general question, a very specific one. The one that you've answered 100 times in person or on the phone. That's your first video. Answer that question on camera the same way you would answer to a client sitting across from you. 2 to 5 minutes, no script. You're just answering that one question. Why this works. You know the answer cold. You've said it 100 times. The camera is just the person sitting next to you. It removes the I don't know what to say entirely because you already know what to say. You've said this before. This is something that people come to you with. This is transformation that you already provide. Okay. A sample question I get is, what camera do I start with? And the answer I always go with is start with the one that's in your pocket. It has most smartphones have a world-class camera on them, and they have a recording device in them. And that's really all you need to get started. In fact, the more important thing, video quality is great and everything. Audio means more than video quality every single time, because more times than not, when people are watching your videos, they're actually listening to them because they're doing other things. Okay. So if you have a phone, that's where I would start. Okay. That's a question I get all the time. And that's how I answer it every single time. Okay. Technique number 2. This is another one to get you started right now. The "this is for you" opener. So before you answer the question, say, "This is for you if," and then describe the specific person you're talking to. So this video is for you if you're sitting at the starting line, you want to start recording your own content for your business, and you don't know what to say. You don't know what videos to talk about. You don't know what to talk about in your videos, I should say. This video is for you. Okay? So example, this video is for you if you're a business owner who knows you should be making videos, but every time you sit down to record something, you talk yourself out of it. That's another "this is for you." Those are two different people, but they have pretty much a similar problem. That one sentence does more targeting work than any algorithm. It tells the right person they're in the right spot. It lets everyone else kind of opt out if it doesn't align with them. Both of these things are great for your business. Okay. The third technique you can employ to get started right now. Okay. The 3-question review. This is after you record. Watch it back and answer these 3 questions only. Number 1, did I answer the question? Number 2, could someone hear me clearly? And number 3, would I send this one? I can't even read my own notes, guys. Number 3, would I send this to one person who asked me that question? So instead of them being present, can I send this video and it will answer their question? All right. If all 3 answers are yes, then post it. That's the bar. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough to help one person. That's it. That's all. And if it's no, then fix that one thing. Not everything. One thing. Okay? You don't need a plan. You need a first video. Everything comes after that is just icing on the cake. Okay? Let's talk about the problem with the chasing virality thing. And so this is the next thing I want to get into. And like I said, my chat hasn't started yet, so I'm assuming that my chat is dead. I don't think I don't think my chat is working the way it needs to be. So if you got questions, just drop them in the comments and I'll try to get to you. Okay. Next thing, we need to talk about why chasing virality is hurting your business. Okay. Going viral, going viral can be the worst thing that happens to your business. Okay. I want to talk about something that it really sounds counterintuitive. It goes against common knowledge. It goes against everything these people on social media are telling you about posting. I see it on TikTok all the time. Everybody's talking about how you want to get your first viral video and stuff like that. If you're in it for the business game, that could really hurt you. Okay. Going viral might be one of the worst things that can happen to your business if you haven't done the work that we talked about. Okay. The virality problem. When you chase virality, when you optimize for the biggest possible audience, the biggest possible audience isn't your audience. You're trying to help 1 or 2 people, or 3 or 4 people, or a handful of that audience. You're not trying to serve everybody within that audience. Okay. Um, Everybody doesn't buy from you. Specific people who have a specific problem do. Here's what happens when a business owner goes viral before they've dialed in their message and audience. The algorithm learns from the wrong people. You get a flood of followers who are not aligned with your offer. Your engagement looks great, and it doesn't move the needle for your pocketbook at all. And now you've trained the platform to keep showing your content to people who will never buy from you. It's a vicious cycle. Okay. If you're running paid ads and this happens, it's way worse because you are paying to send your message to the wrong people. You don't want to do that. Okay. Every wrong person that engages with your ad teaches your algorithm to find more people just like them. And it's a compounding effect. It costs you money and time to undo because now you have to retrain the algorithm, and that means more times not running another paid ad. Okay. So we need to lock in. Locking in means you know exactly who you're talking to. Okay. You've done the work of who this ideal client is, your client avatar, and you're making content for that one specific person every single time. Your videos aren't for everybody. They're for that person. When you do this consistently, something really dope happens. The algorithm starts to figure out who your audience actually is. Your content starts reaching people who are aligned with your offer. All right. Engagement goes down in volume, but it goes up in quality. So the people that are engaging with you are more likely to do business with you. And the money starts picking up. The revenue starts picking up. Consistency beats virality every single time. Specificity beats virality every single time. It's slower. It's not as sexy. It's not as exciting, but it actually works. Okay. So stop trying to be seen by everybody. Stop thinking that you're going to be seen by everybody. Find the right people that you want to be seen by. Okay. Now this is all I have for today, y'all. I would open it up for Q&A, but I can't see my chat, so I'm gonna have to close this out and figure out what's going on with my chat, so I can answer questions. If you guys like this stuff, I am pretty much open on Thursdays. I'm thinking that I want to do these on Thursdays. But if you got questions and you dropped them in the chat and you didn't see me respond to them, I'm gonna try to jump on and see if I got any comments I need to respond to. But if not, if you see this after the fact, go ahead and drop the comments in there and I'll answer them as I can. Okay. And there's a couple of things that, I want you to look at where your audience is. What platform are the people that buy from you at? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Where do you do most of your business? Okay. And before you go, I want to make sure that you have something that you can use today. Go to my website. It's iswmediaroom.com. That's iswmediaroom.com. And go to the free resources. And I have a couple there. I have your first 75 video topics. It's free. If you don't know what to talk about, this is the one that will solve your problem. The Good Enough Studio Audit. This is also free. If there's something that it will take stock of what you already have and tells you exactly what to fix first. And then I do have my school community, which is school.com/the media room. This is where I do live training. This is where I can do live coaching and stuff. If you want to keep learning in a community of business owners doing the same work, this is where we are. If you want to learn how to start recording yourself. I also have a community that I'm doing with 531 Labs, who is another marketing agency. And I handle the messaging side of things. We talk about copywriting. We talk about creating video and stuff. He handles the process side of things. He tells you how to make sure the machine is built so that your clients have a great experience and you can always get more clients. Okay. And so it's called The Foundry. So it's skool.com/foundry. And in the Foundry, that's where we build that's where we build business owners. We teach you how to do the marketing the most effective way for your business. Okay. So if you're interested, go ahead and go check me out. And in the description, when you see this posted live, you're going to see all the links, all the stuff that I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. And that's all I got, y'all. I do appreciate y'all's time. Thanks for tuning in. I do apologize for my chat not working, but it is what it is. This has been Brian with the Media Room. I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.